What's up, everybody? Corey says it best here. What is going on, family? That is not mine. I can't take that. That is not my statement. That belongs to Beard Swag, but I think he's okay if we use the family words. So what's up, everybody? I got to turn my in-ears down here. I'm a little loud. So let me know if everything should sound good on your side. Let me know for sure. But what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. So glad to see you guys here. I had a great weekend. We're going to get into our weekends here in a minute, but be ready. As always, let me know how your weekend was. We're going to get there. So I see a few new people in the chat tonight. First up, we have an Impromptu Truth. So welcome in. Met him on TikTok. Very glad to have you here, man. Appreciate you stopping by. And I saw one more. Let me go down through here. I don't want to miss the Contagion Effect. I'm looking for the comment, but I saw you. Appreciate you being here. Where's the comment? How did I lose it? There we are. Contagion Effect. What's up? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. Definitely, those of you that are new here, we talk about content creation, so please feel free the entire time. Jump in with comments and whatever things you want to talk about. Welcome to the family, you guys. So we see Mark. What's up, Mark? Ash. Mrs. Coach is here. Jason Klein. There's Noah. What's up, man? Dan B is here. And Dan B, yeah, he was first. I don't know. The comment disappeared earlier, but I did see it when I was getting things ready. It happened when I was putting the poll up. So pinned to the top of the chat real quick, if you guys don't mind. I'm just curious as a percentage of how many of you have a defined niche for your platform. And we're going to get into what it means to niche down, what it means to have a niche and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just curious off the top, how many of you have a defined niche for your platform? So we'll get that out there. Let's see. Of course, check out my website, kenthecontentcoach.com. I think the link never shows up on screen, but that's okay. It's all in the chat or all in the description of the video. Let's see. Corey's cooking up some dinner. Coconut breaded shrimp, orange marmalade sauce with broccoli, zucchini, and tomatoes. That sounds pretty good, man. It sounds very good. All right, West Coast. So it's 4 p.m. your time. There you go. All right, so Ash says, great weekend. Was my son's 3rd birthday party. He turns 3 tomorrow. I saw the pictures. Looked like he had a great time. So tell little man we said happy birthday. That's awesome. So, yeah, I appreciate you being here. All right, let's see. Yeah, Vato. Random. I'm looking for the right button. I don't have a button for it. What's up, Chris? Good to see you. You are also over on the West. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. All right, guys, so let's start with this. How was your weekend? Did you have any wins this weekend? Those wins can be in content creation, life, family, whatever. If you want to share with the crowd how your weekend was and whatever wins you had, we'll talk about those first. Nicholas Z, what's up, man? All right, so Contagion Effect, we focus on veterans issues and mental health with an emphasis on men's health. I love it, man. Mental health is something that we talk about a lot in the creator community for obvious reasons. Mental health, creators, we put ourselves through a lot, as a lot of you guys in the chat know, so that's a huge topic around here. And then veterans issues. I love it, man. That's great. My wife and I are both veterans, so we appreciate that. All right, let's see. Weekend was fine. Slogging through work. Always busy, never slows down. Maybe middle of the summer. Yeah, for what you do. Yep. Mel's making some turkey burgers, so when the stream is over, I have some turkey burgers. One waiting for me. Hey, what's up, Nick? Good to see you. Ash won herself a cold. I mean, that's because it snows up there nonstop. I think every time I see you post a picture on IG or one of your Dash videos, there's snow on the ground. I like snow, but not that much. But I hope you're doing all right. Good thing it's minor. Yep. Had an iced toast of vanilla oat milk shaken espresso from Starbucks. That is a mouthful. I mean, all Starbucks are a mouthful, right? So I got coffee because I do have a long night ahead of me. I am drinking Alley Cat Grinds Fudge You Buddy. There you go. It's a great little chocolate coffee. I kind of like it. I mean, I really like it, so. Nicholas Z won a giveaway combo from Anointed Beard Company. Very nice. I just saw too that they've kind of tweaked their carrier blend a little bit. So yeah, whoever wants the snow can take it. Nah, you keep it. We're going to be moving up to Wisconsin, in the next year and a half. So we're going to experience a lot more than what we have. All right, back on the courts after dealing with plantar for the last few weeks. That's a win. Oh, absolutely. Plantar fasciitis, man. It's terrible. I used to run a whole lot, and I can't because I'm too broken now. But yeah, I know the pain, man. Oh, I'm glad you're getting better. Bearded Vato said he put some invites on his IG, but nobody showed up. So for those of you that don't know, there is a challenge out there. If Bearded Vato ever actually opens an IG account, and we stopped a lot of you guys from trying to come up with loopholes. Vato has to create it himself, and it has to be permanent. He can't delete it after one day. But if he does that, then apparently I'm going to sing a song on TikTok. So Vato, that ball's in your court, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. 60 degrees here in New York this weekend. Chill with the kids. Yeah, so we were up in Cincinnati, and it was up close to, it was mid 60s, 70s here. Now today it's 39, so it's that time of year, So yeah, right on. Not afraid to talk mental health here, and I certainly discuss on my page post-holiday blues, dad, parenting life, content creation, just life. Yeah, it's important. For whatever reason, there's always been, especially among men, right? I think women have always been a little more open to talk about it, but for whatever reason, men, there's always been a stigma around talking about mental health and how we feel and what we're going through. And I'm glad that we've come around to the fact that it doesn't have to be that way. It's okay to openly talk about this stuff, and it's better than okay. It's actually helpful. So I love what you're doing. I got to make sure I come check out some of your stuff. Hey, appreciate it, Aaron. Yeah, that was a fun time. Talking to Pete, that guy's got some stories. He has got some stories. So appreciate you hanging out, man. California will take the snow. You need it. Whipped up a veggie dinner tonight. Have to go grab a bowl. There you go. But why IG and not TikTok? I mean, dude, it's not just my challenge. That's the challenge from pretty much everybody. And let's see, okay? Hey, what's up, Dagan? Good to see you, man. So, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys want Bearded Vato to open an IG account. And be honest, don't do it just because I'm asking. I know it's come up in every single live stream that is around the community. So if you want Bearded Vato to start an IG account, give me a thumbs up in the chat. And remember, that challenge is out there. Vato, if you do, I'm singing on TikTok. But also don't be pressured, because I understand why you don't have one. Sometimes social media can be a little too much. Yeah, for sure. We should do that. Yeah. So no, Nick, so what I bought was Slapnut and Fudge You Buddy. They're both outstanding. Apparently the same ones that Mark have. Good to see you, Dagan. What's up, Scott? Walt's here. All right, Vato, hope you're watching the chat, man. We are getting... Yeah, there you go, Mark. I mean, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Challenge you to do what you want. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. A lot of people kind of know the way that I grew up and what I dealt with in my early childhood, and I'm sure at some point we'll talk about it here. I've talked about it before on my other channel and stuff like that, but yeah, I've never been afraid to really talk about it either, especially after losing my sister. It got easier. If I make an IG account, I'm only singing once, Nick. That challenge is already out there, man. You got to come up with something else. I'm going to sing one time. Because here's the thing, right? Nobody really wants to hear me sing. I'm probably going to lose some people. People are going to unsubscribe and leave and run. So I can only do that one time. Aaron Rodgers says only if E-Rock gets one. You got to talk to E-Rock about that. That wasn't the challenge, so. No opinion. Yeah, fair enough. So anyway, that's the challenge. All right, so that was our weekend. What are you looking forward to during this upcoming week? So obviously today's Monday, so by the time we get to my stream, it's Monday night. We're one day down, but we have 4 days left. So what are you looking forward to for this upcoming week? Anything coming up for you? The singing challenge has been done, but remember, Dagan, that is on my old, it's funny, right? It's on my old TikTok that I've deleted, and it's on my previous Instagram from my first channel, so that the evidence is gone. It's not there anymore. What's up, Zeb? Good to see you, man. All right, so Mel wants to make sure. Oh, I had to read that twice. Okay, I had to read it twice. You just tripped me out a little bit because we just talked about this. So we're going to do on Friday night, we're going to do the cookie giveaway for what she's talking about here. So it'll be Friday night. She's making some kind of a St. Patty's Day themed thing that I'm sure are going to be great. So there's that. That'll be the cookie giveaway for this week. For those of you that have never been here to the channel before, my wife loves to bake cookies, and she's done this for a couple of years now. She used to make them for like charity auctions and events and stuff like that around the beard community, which is kind of where I came from to this channel. I'm still part of the beard community, but you know what I mean. So she does this, and now we do like a monthly giveaway just because she loves to give back. So that's what she's talking about there. So that'll be Friday, and then they will be, I think she said baked Sunday. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but they'll be baked Sunday and then mailed out. So. Yeah, Bearded Pack, great dudes. I missed that one. I usually catch their shows, but we've had last couple of weeks has been really busy for us. So, all right. So what are you guys looking forward to this upcoming week? Oh, back to our weekend. I didn't answer that for you guys. So this past weekend, we took the kids, minus my oldest son because he was with his mom this week, but we went up to Cincinnati, went to Paul Brown Stadium. Took my youngest son, had just, had a birthday last week, so we went up to hang out in Cincinnati, went to Paul Brown Stadium, Jungle Gyms, and hung around there for just one overnight, but that was a great time. So it was kind of good to get away and just relax for a night. Yeah, so that was our weekend. All right, being alive, excited to see what the day brings. Today's a great example. We were blessed by a friend sending my girls an unexpected gift. Then my oldest stunned me with her art skills. Oh, I'm gonna check it out. I haven't seen that post. That's awesome. And may visit family. There you go. You said you got my address just to come slap me. I do have your address. Okay, so they'll arrive right around St. Patty's Day. So that's the goal. No, we did not go to Skyline Chili. I'm like the only person in my family that likes chili, so we did not go. We went to BJ Steakhouse. For lunch? What else did we eat? And we had breakfast at a pancake house, the original pancake house. Oh, and booking our photo session with Santa in December here in just a few minutes. Oh, nice. Nice. If you guys are into Christmas, I know a lot of people love Christmas like my wife and people do. I mean, Christmas is an all-year thing with Santa Dad, and there's a couple other creators that do Christmas all year. So if you're into that, go check these guys out. Even if you're not into Christmas, they're great creators, a couple of good dudes. So, yeah. What's up, Daniel? Looking forward to getting a few different jobs done, recording new content. There you go. No, there's a bunch. There's a bunch that have not. All right, what's up, Dan? Hey, Ken in chat. Answer yes, I have a defined niche. Some would say micro niche. Yeah, you guys may know this person, Dan C. Bearded. I'm pretty sure that he is niche down. I think it's the beard, I think. Yeah, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, man. Gas here is fine. It's only getting worse too. Did you go over the Dan C. Beard Bridge? Is that the one that goes over right across by the stadium? I don't know the name of that bridge. Is that the one though? I've seen you post about that bridge, but I didn't realize it was that one. So if it's the one right next to Paul Brown Stadium, then yeah, we drove over the Dan C. Beard Bridge. That's awesome. All right, so all right, let's jump into our conversation about, we'll come back to that in a second. Let's jump into our conversation about niching down. So, hey, what's up, Shay? Good to see you. Good to see you. And yep, okay, so yeah, we did drive across it. I didn't realize that that was that specific bridge. That's awesome. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about... Oh, Aaron, I hate when that happens, man. Hate when that happens. Filmed a video of MLB lockout, stopped halfway through because of storage. Yeah, it happens, man. What's worse, I mean, I don't know if it's worse. Anything that happens while you're filming is bad, but I hate those times when you are filming and you realize that you forgot to actually press record. I've done that before. I do it mostly for TikToks because for YouTube videos, I've got a specific routine, so I typically don't necessarily mess that up. But a lot of times recording TikToks or something, I'll realize I didn't hit the record button. It's terrible. Yep, absolutely. Bunch of great people here. So, hey, tonight what we're going to talk about is niching down. So it's a big conversation, and I think that pretty much every content creator across every platform kind of has a different opinion and perspective on niching down and what it means to actually have a niche. And so that's what I wanted to talk about tonight, was niching down. So we'll start with the first question that I have, because this is going to lead, not that one, we've already done that. So think about your specific platform, right? And that platform, talking about whatever you're creating content on. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all combined into your brand, into your platform. Thinking about your specific goals. What are your goals with your platform? If you don't mind to throw that in the chat, let us know what your goals are. And so then this will kind of lead into the rest. Yep, forgot to turn my mic on a few times. Yeah. That just means you get kind of a practice round. Yep, you have a niche for sure. You have a large niche. So, yeah, I think you're good. So just to kind of get you started, my goals with my platform are to, I mean, I said this last night, and I say this on TikTok a little bit when, people are still, learning who I am on TikTok. My goal is literally to reach content creators. And kind of what it's turned into for me, I've kind of realized, is more the newer content creator who is getting started, who doesn't necessarily know how to start, or is afraid to start, or, whatever. All the things we first go through whenever we first decide to be a content creator. So that's kind of what my niche has become, is that newer content creator. But my platform is for all content creators, and I'll talk about everything needed for content creation. So my goal is to help people create content. I've said so many times, and I firmly, truly believe this, everybody has a reason to create content. There is something about somebody that they have a reason to create content. There's somebody that either has a message. It can be about mental health. It can be about, things they've been through. It can be about career stuff. The list goes on and on and on. Everybody has a reason to create content, or that reason can just be entertainment. So there's definitely a need for entertainment also. What a lot of people are afraid of is that people are not going to like their content, or they don't have the equipment they need to start. And so my goal is to help people get to that point where they realize they can pick up their phone, do a little bit of planning, get some things in place, and then hit record and start creating content. So those are my goals. Those are my goals. And also I have a goal not to hit my microphone when I'm live. We'll see if I can make that. So Dan, reach as many beards as possible to help in turning my passion into a career. Yes, and you are definitely well on your way to that. Pretty much there, I think. Being consistent and steady growth with helpful content. Yeah, and so MD Picker, she is in the sort of the reseller community. So, Mercari, I think it's called Mercari, eBay, things like that. I love the content that you put out where you show the stuff that you bought and then sold it for. I think that stuff is going to be, I'm sure that you get comments all the time. That's extremely helpful for people that are in that reseller type thing. I think it's awesome. My goals are to produce quality content that covers a lot of my interests. Okay. My goal is to provide a portfolio for my sports career. I want to show that I'm knowledgeable about the topics I'm covering, working on interviews and play-by-play action. So we'll definitely come back and talk a little bit about that comment. My goal would be to inform other travelers like us, find places to hike, eat, camp. At this point, my niche is pretty widespread. Yeah, the travel niche, definitely widespread. I think you guys are doing a good job with that. Reaching out and helping veterans and law enforcement officers share their stories and giving them the platform to heal and help others open up, knowing that it's okay to not be okay. Man, that is a huge and necessary, needed goal. That is commendable to go into that. Contagion effect. Are you veterans also? Just want to learn a little bit about you. Have you guys been through, just kind of want to know what your story is, and maybe we can talk, outside of this, but I love what you guys are doing just from hearing what you're saying in the chat here. My goal is to reach people, have fun, create a positive community, and find ways to give back charity at some point. There you go. Hey, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. So I want to say real quick, so for Aaron, and this is for the group, I'm not picking on Aaron here. So he says, my goal is to provide a portfolio for my sports career. I want to show that I'm knowledgeable about the topics I'm covering, working on interviews and play-by-play action. So, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, a lot is lost in text, when it comes across, but make sure at the same time, and this is for everybody, even myself included, make sure that the content that we are creating provides value to others and not just us. There's definitely nothing wrong with what you said there. I just want to make sure that we kind of talk about that just for a second. We have to provide value with our content to others because that's what keeps people coming back and wanting to consume content. So, hope that makes sense to you. Goals: help as many people as possible while building community through focusing on Christmas family service. Solidify my position as the unofficial Christmas ambassador for Georgia. Take out the unofficial. You can be the official Christmas ambassador. And there will be a second part there. We'll get that. Yeah, they said that earlier. I missed that, but I'm gonna have to go back and catch that. All right, I do unscripted sit-down interviews with people about their strange encounters with the paranormal. I love to hear stories. Oh, that's cool. So that's I can't say that I've ever had any kind of an encounter, but I know a lot of people. This is something that people have and talk about. There's another creator that's doing this also. His name is Casper. And so he just kind of recently started a channel around this too. I think it's awesome. So part 2, talking about so we'll go back here. Help as many people as possible while building community. The official Christmas ambassador for Georgia. If that leads to sponsorship, partnership with Christmas and or Georgia-based companies that would cover the expenses of that process, all the better. I want everyone to feel welcomed and comfortable. So that is a great point to bring up in this. We're going to talk about this a little bit with niching down and when it comes to like sponsorships and money topics, why niching down is important. So I think doing it right. Back from dinner. Awesome, man. And you're going to have to watch again for everything you missed. Definitely. So we haven't talked a whole lot yet. We're just on the first question. So we talked about our weekends and all that. So know if you want to throw out how your weekend was and what you're looking forward to this week. But you haven't missed much on the actual topics. So, all right. So those are platform goals. Let's move on to who's your audience. Now, who's your target audience? Now, a lot of you have kind of answered this with your goals, which is awesome because that means you know who your target audience is. But if we can talk just for a minute on target audience, just to make sure that we're clear on target audience and why this matters. I think a lot of you, as I'm going back, it's pretty much set on who your target audience is. Again, for me, it's the content creators. It's kind of became the newer content creators, but any content creator that can use the stuff that I'm sharing. So my audience is, on a broad level, content creators. Yeah, so impromptu truth. Hey, and impromptu, if you don't mind, if you don't mind sharing your first name just so I can address you that way. If you don't want to, that's cool too. But that way I can just address you that way if you're okay with that. But this is my wife, Mrs. Coach. And yeah, she said my parents had an encounter when my oldest sister was a little kid with the paranormal. And I guess the place they were living is now a parking lot. So yeah. All right, Noah had a pretty busy weekend with 8 dogs. Looking forward to Thursday night when I finally get a break. Now, are you still plowing snow up there? Do you guys still have snow you're worrying about? Or has that kind of disappeared? I think Ash was talking about snow, so I'm guessing you still have some snow around, but I don't know. I think we're past the snow for this year where I am. We're in Kentucky, so I think we're done. All right, so Dan, anybody who has a beard, loves beards, or supports a beard, significant other, and anyone who loves positive vibes. Yeah, and hey, if you guys want to see that in action, most of you in here know, but if you have a beard, Dan C. Bearded has a live stream at 9 p.m. on Mondays. So after this, he'll be live, and you will see the embodiment of bearded people and those that love them, creating a huge community of positivity and support. Dan's got that down for sure. So that'll be 9 o'clock tonight. Jay, all right, awesome, Jay. Nice to meet you, man. All right, audience, everyone is welcome. Christmas fans, folks that are interested in dad parenting life, servant leadership, just trying to do some good. There you go. You guys got snow. Actually, now that you say that, I forgot Mel told me right before here we're supposed to get some snow this weekend, I guess. I thought we were done. Two inches today, and it was 16 Celsius yesterday. Yeah, it was warm here yesterday. I don't know the conversion there exactly, but I think that's probably around 40 Fahrenheit or so. I don't know the actual conversion. I always have to look it up. But we were 60s, 70s the last couple days, and I think right now it's 38 or 39. So, yeah, there you go. So not meaning to take over the chat, but what did they encounter? That I don't know. I don't know if my wife knows for sure. She can throw that or whatever. I don't know the answer to that for sure, though. Our main audience would be RVers for the most part. Oh, and people that like trucks or hiking. Yeah, and pickleball, right? Do you guys post any pickleball stuff on your actual YouTube? I know it's mostly travel, and I see the pickleball stuff in other places, but yeah, so it's important to know who your target audience is, because your target audience is going to, I mean, really that's your niche, right? So a niche is that targeted market of basically for what we're talking about, the type of content. So beards would be kind of a micro niche of men's grooming. Content creation would be broader now the ways that I can narrow that down would be if I was talking specifically editing or cameras or microphones, something really broad, and then you could even narrow that down further. Sports is a wide niche, but that could be narrowed down to like, football, baseball, NFL, whatever. There's Gary. I knew this comment was coming. We are not talking nieces and nephews or niches and nephews. Talking niche. Yeah, Gary's got dad jokes. Yeah. Oh yeah. So when we were stationed in Germany, they have a Christmas market. Pretty much every town there kind of has Christmas markets every weekend during the Christmas season. But when I was in Hanau, yeah, the Christmas marketplace. Matter of fact, I'll have to share this with you, but the video that I made to propose to Mel, years ago now, there's actually some footage from a Christmas market in that video. So yeah, Christmas markets are amazing. Just a different vibe. Now, the thing that I remember that I dislike the most about the Christmas markets, and some of you may know this, there's something that's real popular in Germany around that time of year, and it's called Glühwein. It's basically boiled wine. It is disgusting. But everything else about the Christmas market is amazing. If you ever get a chance to go, definitely, man. We have not, but we should because it's really something we like, but afraid it would be too far off topic. So there's some ways you could definitely incorporate that. Talking about, playing pickleball as you travel to different places, or I think that would be easy to incorporate and still keep that travel related. Yeah, it's cool to meet these guys. I got to check their stuff out. So there you go, Jay. I'll let you read that. German Christmas market in Baltimore. All right, so Aaron Rodgers' audience anyone who loves to talk sports. Also, I'm implementing a vlog of my journey into being a sports journalist, so future students. And of course, Aaron's here. We got to do this. Go Pack Go! Go Pack Go! One of my Packers fans, buddies. So there we go. Niche examples: sports, football, college football. Absolutely, going down to Georgia level. That is a super micro niche. Yeah. And it's funny when you talk about micro niching down to those kind of levels. Depending on what your content is in, as it's kind of going along right now with companies and sponsorships and brand deals and stuff like that, it almost seems like anymore the more that you niche down, the more opportunity that you have, not only for more channel growth. If you niche down, I think it's proven, matter of fact, I know it's proven, that if you niche down and keep your platform on topic, on niche, then you grow faster and all that stuff. And companies talking about brand deals and sponsorships and, monetization opportunities, those things come a little bit better also, because companies kind of like a super focused market. So that's one thing that I've kind of figured out too. I found the paranormal niche to be full of great people and content, some very toxic. Oh yeah, I think we could probably do a whole show on the toxic side of pretty much every community. They're out there, and all you can do is, which I'm sure is what you do, is just kind of ignore it, do your thing, and move forward and let those guys be who they are. Hey, what's up, Todd? So here's the other Christmas creator I was talking about. So again, if you guys are into Christmas content, Christmas Clatter, good to see you, Todd. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, Noah says, still trying to find my niche. I wanted to get into beard content with something else mixed in, but lately with all the drama in the community, I don't know if I want to dip my toe in that pool. So here's the thing. I did a couple of TikToks about this today, because the question, that's one of the biggest things that comes up, and negativity and comments will keep people from creating content, and it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about negative comments about people that, talking about the toxicity that Jay had mentioned. That's always going to be there. No matter what niche you choose, no matter what you talk about, you can do a video and talk about, you've got the cure for cancer, and you're going to have negative people. It's just part of putting yourself out there in public. So I've been down that road. I've figured it out. A lot of times it takes kind of going through it to really figure out that it doesn't matter. You can block it, you can ignore it, and move on and do your thing. Stay focused on your goals and on your channel, on your platform. When it comes to negativity in general, if more people would just focus on their platform and their goals and their mission, a lot of it would just be okay. So that's about the best advice I have there. You just have to kind of let it roll. Don't let it stop you from creating, though. If that's what you want to do, then create. Don't let that stop you, man. And that's for anybody. I get those comments a lot on TikTok. A lot of people are afraid, and TikTok is kind of that place. I mean, there's some things you see on TikTok and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to go look at the comments section. And then just as you expect, you go look at the comments and you see the comments you expected to see. It's just part of it. Just part of it. This is kind of my view for sure. It's easy for me just to scroll past something I don't like. All right, Fato. Dan B wants to know if your caps lock is broken on your computer. There you go. All right, so target audience. So, hey, what is going on, Family Cribs here? What's up, Mike? So, Corey, we kind of used your family line in the beginning, but I did credit you. That was yours. So, welcome in, man. Good to see you. All right. So next up, and Swag, to get you caught up, if you want to jump in here, who's your target audience? We're talking about niching down tonight. I know the things that you're doing, so if you want to, throw out in the chat what your content is, who your target audience is, and what your goals are. And then we're going to continue on with the next couple of points I have here. I'm going to get into some tech if you consider photography. Oh, yeah, for sure. I want to do sports photography for my college sports while doing sports journalism. Yeah, I think there'll be ways to incorporate that also. Swim against the current. There you go. All right, just to make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. If I did miss something, you guys let me know. Throw it out there again. I promise it wasn't intentional. Hey, what's up, Tyson? Good to see you, man. All right, so next question. And again, we've kind of probably beat this dead horse. But what is your niche? So this one, if you have a defined niche, and you probably don't have to answer this if you already have. I know we got beards, we got, some barbecue stuff, we got sports. This kind of leads to the next question, but what is your niche? If you've answered, you're good. If you want to throw some more out there, you're fine there too. We'll skim through this one. All right, my content is the life and passions of a bearded man, faith, barbecue, beards, side by side, and supporting everyone. Yes. So the difference in these questions and what are your goals, who are your audience, hopefully you're kind of seeing a trend here. This all leads to that ultimate question, what is your niche? Our next question will wrap all this up. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. What are your thoughts on niching down? This is where the conversation typically gets pretty passionate. When you think about niching down, and again, I'm talking niching down to that micro level of, not even micro, but down to that one topic on a channel. What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts on niching down? Yep, Christmas content, dad, parenting life. Yeah, I realize now that those three questions were so close related that most of us naturally have already answered that. So yeah. So what are your thoughts on niching down? Just picked up a new one in that studio equipment. Man, welcome to the party. I love equipment, obviously. Yeah. Outdoors, fishing, and beards. There you go. Depends on the niche and the creator. Yeah, so there's a lot to this question to kind of unpack, because there's people that, especially short form content, right? If you're talking TikTok especially, there's a lot of people that love TikTok just to have fun and make trendy videos, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes the niche is just entertainment. Even if somebody doesn't think they've niched down, they really have kind of in that entertainment niche, which is obviously really, really broad. But that's where the conversation typically, people have different opinions on it. So going back to goals, depending on what your goals are, I'm not afraid to say that my goals are building a business, working towards helping content creators to coach them to create content. So for my specific goals, I need to be niched down completely. For some people who are more here for entertainment, having fun, things like that, maybe niching down is not as important for them, but I still hold true to the fact that I truly believe that encompassing growth overall, if you're talking not only numbers, which will come with good content, but also, opportunities for revenue, monetization, brand deals, all that kind of stuff, I think niching down does get people there faster. I was debating of niching down to my favorite sports teams, Packers and Yankees, but decided to cover the whole sport. Yeah, I think for what you want to do, I think that's probably the right decision. Now, if I was to get into sports, it would probably be Packers specifically, because our goals would be different. I would probably really want to just cover like Packers related stuff. But yeah, I think you're doing it the right way. I like niching down both as a consumer and a creator. That's why I watch what I watch. As a creator, I wanted to do what I knew would make me happy and keep me motivated. Yeah, and I'm glad you said that. That is so important when choosing a niche. Now, when you first start creating content, it's okay to not know exactly what your niche is. Look, I started 2 years ago talking about beard products and beard, all kinds of beard topics. And obviously what I'm doing now is far from that. But along the way, I found what my actual passion was and what I really love to create about. And that makes such a difference when you are creating, not only for you and all the things that go into this, making videos, staying up late, researching topics, all that stuff. It makes a difference for that and in your content. People can tell when you're passionate about something. They can tell if you love what you're creating about. It just makes the entire process so much better. So it's okay to not know right away. And if you do find ultimately that topic that niche that you are passionate about, the motivation is going to be there. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to have days where you're not motivated, because there are those days. And that's just days where I do something else, like, work on thumbnails, maybe swap a thumbnail out, or, whatever. But that's so important right there. The passion and the motivation, and how much better your content becomes because of that. Goals are slightly different for each platform, mostly in how seriously I take them, but I work to keep a clear through line across platforms. When you see me or my logo, I want you to know, yes. If I just looked at numbers, I would go down to RVs and trucks, but as a full-time RVing channel, we do so much more. Yeah, I mean, looking at numbers, I think what you're saying is, if you were focused mostly on the numbers. Yeah, and I want to make sure that I say here too, for everybody, this is something I learned early. Don't focus on numbers at all. If you're making the content and making it watchable and you're finding your audience, those numbers are going to come. They're gonna be there. You'll never hear me ask people to subscribe. I'll throw my subscribe, lower thirds and stuff around, but I don't typically post on IG like come subscribe, or on TikTok come subscribe, or nothing like that. Talk about what content that I'm doing, but the numbers are going to come. If you're making the content, the numbers are going to follow. I know I've hurt my channel's growth at times by covering a lot of things, but at the same time, it has opened me up to new areas. Yeah, and again, like I said, Chris, it depends on your goals. Your goals will dictate whether or not you're okay with the growth that comes from the topics that you've chosen. So we've talked a few times about, and I know you've talked to some other people, but about the range of topics that you are talking about. So as long as you're good with that, then yeah, that's what matters, man. All right, let's see. Hey, what's up, Billy? I think he's probably saying hello. Billy, if you need help, say that again. I want to make sure that you're okay, brother. But I'm guessing you're saying hello. Good to see you, man. Don't care about numbers, don't care about money. Just want to give the family a place to chill and encourage others to try something new. There you go. There you go. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. If you actually know me, you think my niche would be simple, and I've worked in 3 defined areas: sports, personal preparedness, APOC, Christmas family. I'll wait for part 2 there. Todd says, my tagline is celebrating everything that makes Christmas special. I use it, however, it's too broad. Christmas is a huge subject. I focus on the music and the ornaments and touch on everything else. And man, you do some cool stuff I still love. I mean, your interview with Zuzu Bailey is still one of my favorite pieces of content that I've ever watched, just because I love that movie so much. It's a Wonderful Life. I think it's awesome that you were able to line that up. That was so cool. Oh, hey, no, you're good, man. Look, I love chats within the chat also. So you guys are good. It's awesome. Yeah, I said the same thing. Billy, you okay? He says, yeah, sorry about that. There you go. I figured. So assumed I do sports. This is part 2, but that's precisely why I chose Christmas family. Those other subjects became work, and I wanted organic motivation, real happiness. So I get it, man, because most people know that what I do outside my full-time day job right now is IT. I'm a server administrator. I thought a long time ago about maybe starting a channel teaching people how to do Linux stuff, and I quickly realized that I would lose passion pretty quickly. It's kind of like my dad, right? He was a mechanic, and he always had his truck was always, there was always something wrong with it. I mean, when he came home from work, he didn't feel like working on his truck. So I think that when I come home from doing my IT stuff, I don't know if I'd want to create videos around that. Although those videos would probably, that if I had a Linux channel teaching people how to do Linux, it would probably have blown up. I'd probably be at 100K by now, or, you know, more. But I don't think that I would love the content, so I decided against that. Best part of Christmas, I would expect Gary to say cookies. I've decided to have my future vlogs on this channel because I'm going to use this as a behind the scenes and more focused on my school journey. I don't want to oversaturate my sports channel. There you go. Yeah, we talked about that also, so yep, nothing wrong with that. That's probably, for what you're wanting to do, that's probably a good choice. Yeah, blink twice if you need Dan's connections in Georgia. Ken, is it okay to take on a topic but exclude certain things that may be popular but you don't want to touch? So are you talking about things that may be, so I mean, there's probably some of that I do if I'm understanding your question. If you want to give me some more detail on that, I will say that there's things that I don't talk about on my channels, things like, you know, politics, religion, stuff like that. It's not because I'm not into those things, but it's because of the things that those topics create. So there may be more to your question if you don't mind to kind of elaborate a little bit. All right, good to know, Billy. Good to know, man. Yeah, so Santa Dad, you have to understand Gary. I promise you Gary means well, but when it comes to cookies, Gary gets sidetracked. You can be talking about, I don't know, working on your car, and somehow cookies are going to become the topic. That's just Gary. Gary loves cookies a little bit too much. All I want for Christmas is Mel's cookies. There you go. We interviewed the local sheriff and never got political. We talked about growing up and going to West Point. Yeah, it's fine to do. I mean, you have to set those boundaries if you have those ahead of time with whoever your guest is going to be, which I'm sure you guys probably had that conversation. Those boundaries. So like, for example, on Friday nights when I do my Just Stream With Me, so Just Stream With Me gives people an opportunity to go live with me. I'll share the link to the stream. People can connect and we'll chat for, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, just to help give them, go live for the first time, to take that first step. And so, but I do have a couple of rules with that. Like I literally, whatever somebody's channel is, I don't care whatsoever. I'll never exclude somebody because of what their channel topic is, because my goal is to help them go live and talk about that. But being that this is a family-friendly channel and I don't talk politics and religion, I do kind of have rules for them coming on. It's okay to come on here, but it is PG. We don't talk about this stuff. We don't curse here and things like that. So, yeah, we have those conversations beforehand. Hey, what's up, Jay Cruz? Good to see you, man. At the park, almost at 10,000 steps. Let's go, man. Let's go. Get it. That's exactly what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so it's important for your platform, for everybody's platform to guard your platform in that way. There are topics that I'll never talk about. There are people that I would never bring onto my platform on like a Monday night interview or something like that. Just because it wouldn't be something, it's nothing personal, but it's just something I wouldn't want to get involved with. So yeah, that's completely okay. There are creators though that will take advantage, because I mean, as everybody knows, controversy brings numbers. controversy gets views, and there's people that will use that for that purpose, and that's okay. That's just not me. Not me. Understand staying with a niche, but try other stuff at times. Never thought my best video would be a Coke product. Yeah, it was just the topic of the time. Again, it always comes back to goals, Billy. I know you just came in a little bit ago. It just depends on goals. You know, you and I goals may be different, so things that you would talk about or make videos on, I wouldn't necessarily do. And that's not because either one of us are right or wrong, but growth, real better growth comes through niching down at the end of the day. Yeah, I have avoided the "Is Die Hard a Christmas Movie" video because I'm tired of talking about it. That would get views for sure. Should make one for the algorithm, yeah. I'll go ahead and tell you, for those of you that didn't, even though you didn't ask, I think the Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That's the side of the fence I'm on with that. All right, there you go. So J Cruz, when are you going to open that? So we sent, this is my brother J Cruz. We sent him a package. He got it from his PO box. He hasn't opened it yet. Let me know when you're going to open that, because yeah. I know what you have going on tomorrow for the CMU, so I don't know. Let me know your plans when you want to open that. Yeah, need to open it live. It'd be awesome. I doubt the CMU tomorrow probably wouldn't do it, but obviously it's up to you. I'm glad that I wasn't doing sports when the kneeling during the anthem, very touchy situation. Would have to walk a very thin line. That's just so if I was doing your content, that's just a topic that I would choose not to address at all. That'd be me. Yep. Controversy brings numbers. Yes. Yep. Bruce Willis himself did a TikTok saying that Die Hard was not a Christmas movie. What does Bruce Willis know? Like, was he in the movie or something? I think it was a Christmas movie, but that's me, and I will die on that sword. Yeah. What's up, Ken? Good to see you, man. I like this point. Christmas Clatter and I are pals. We talk all the time. He's been very supportive in every way, but it's like he stayed above with his direction, music, and ornaments. All right, man. Hey, have a good night, you guys. I'd like to connect with you guys and get to know you guys. I love what y'all are doing, but thanks for being here and hanging out, man. You guys have a great week. That's exactly my point. It was Christmas was in the movie. It happened on Christmas. That's where I'm at with it. These Christmas topics are fantastic, and I watch to see those things, but I don't really touch on that stuff specifically. I do different things. That's what I'm saying, man. See, I think most of us here are on the same page. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with that topic. All right, so my thoughts on niching down. Like I said, it depends on goals. If your goal though is to grow your platform to reach people based on the topic that you're passionate about, then niching down is important. Again, if you have a goal of monetization, of revenue, of those kind of things, which, let's be honest, let's be clear, money is okay to talk about. I truly believe that coming into content creation, money should not be your ultimate goal. It should not be the reason why you start. But if you create something that you can monetize, it's completely okay to do. Money should not be a taboo topic, in my opinion. Just want to put that out there, because there are some people that think that you shouldn't make money in content creation, and I've never been able to understand why they feel that way. But if those are your goals, if monetization is part of that, and I'm not just talking about, YouTube monetization, TikTok creator fund, none of that. I'm talking, working with companies, affiliate marketing, brand deals, sponsorships, things like that. I think it's been proven that niching down kind of leads to more opportunities. It does not mean that there's not opportunities for not niching down, but I think niching down has shown to be a little bit more effective along those lines, and growing a channel, growing a platform, if that's what your goals are. But again, it's okay to not have a niche. Also, if your goal is to, be entertaining, have fun, there's several TikTok creators especially that don't really have a niche. I mean, their niche which still I'll say is a niche, a very, very, very broad one, but it's entertainment. It's making people laugh, you know? So there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Oh. Aaron, I mean, that's because you're 15 years old, I guess, but no. I know Dan, I don't know if Dan's still here. If Dan, he's probably going to unsubscribe when I say this, but Elf is the best Christmas movie. That's just me. Elf. And then National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, that'd be my next one. Me too, Ellie, me too. Aaron, I'm telling you, you don't want to fight her, man. You don't want no part of that. I'll just stand back and watch. I won't even have to get involved. She's tough. There you go. Exactly. And yeah, Polar Express is a good movie, but I don't know if I can say it's the best. There we go. I know Dan B agrees. Dan C probably unsubscribed already, though. I love Elf. I think it's a great movie. All right, so that's the topic. That's what I got for tonight for that. We're still going to do our this or that, hang out for a few more minutes, talk about what you guys want to talk about. But if you have any questions about anything niche specific we didn't talk about, you know, throw them out there. We can talk about more, whatever you guys have. If there's something I didn't bring up, or if there's any other content creation questions not even related to niche, we can talk about that also. Not prepared. I think you know, I've got some ideas for ways we can work together content wise around Christmas time. It'd be cool to have you on a stream, not just around Christmas time. Like we could do something definitely before then, but around Christmas time for sure. I could have conversations about this, about Christmas movies and stuff all day long. Nightmare Before Christmas. So I think so. Christmas Clatter, he did a stream back in what was that, Todd? Back in November, probably, and he listed. I think it was the top 5. It was like obscure movies though. It wasn't movies that are really mainstream. Todd, you'd have to correct me on what it was exactly. It may have been top Christmas movies on a streaming platform or something like Netflix or something, but. Nightmare Before Christmas was part of that list. Home Alone's a great one too. I agree, monetization isn't my goal. I want to get the unknown stories people have out to the public. Plus I love a good story. Yeah, I mean the content has to be the number one priority, but if that brings monetization and revenue sources, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Wonderful transition movie, yeah. Yep. There we go. Santa Dad stream with Christmas cookie giveaways. We're still a little bit ways away from November, December time frame, but we're making plans already. Let's go. Am I the only one? Is Karate Kid a Christmas movie? I don't know that I've ever heard that one, Gary. Anybody else? Let's do a poll. Is Karate Kid a Christmas movie? I don't know. And speaking of polls, looks like our poll is pretty much split. 51% yes, you have a defined niche, and 49% no defined niche. So there you go. We are split down the middle. And that's about what I expected. Pretty much anytime you talk about niching down, I think that's kind of the consensus, yeah. 2 parts. Can you save an IG live stream and upload it to YouTube? Yes, there are ways to do that. How do you do that? There are ways to do it. Part 3 there. Do I recommend you do that? That would be a no. Not directly. If you're going to do something like that, I would think about how to, create that for both platforms at the same time. To just take an IG live stream though and upload it to YouTube. And I would say that for, IG directly to TikTok, TikTok directly to IG, TikTok to YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Directly talking about if you just download it and upload it. The platforms are getting pretty pretty strict on uploading content that was not created there or created for there. So, for example, TikTok and their new standards that are getting ready, I think March, is that today? Maybe today. Today may have been the day. Their new standards, if you upload something that is not original content, so that means it's somewhere else on the internet. So, like for example, if you brought it down from IG, or if it has an IG watermark or whatever, they're not going to push that through to the For You page. Instagram has always kind of had that, that in their standards, that they don't necessarily push, like, for example, TikTok watermark content through the algorithm. And YouTube Shorts I haven't gotten much into because I've said this a bunch of times. For me, YouTube Shorts is not something on my YouTube platform that I'm interested in doing, for a couple of reasons we'll save for another stream, but mostly because I don't want to segment my audience any more than what live streaming and uploaded video does. But to answer your question, you can do it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, though, generally speaking. So no to the Karate Kid, no. No Christmas is in it, but if I watch it at Christmas, it's a Christmas movie. There, I said it. There you go. Rule of thumb, if there's any Christmas in the movie, it's a Christmas movie. There you go. That's fair enough. Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Changed my mind. What if I told you I've never seen Iron Man 3? I'm probably going to get burned at the stake for that, but I haven't seen a Marvel movie or a comic movie in a long time. While I am in a vegan and gluten-free niche, I want my advice and tips to help anyone to make delicious edible food. Yeah, Ellie, vegan and gluten-free, that is absolutely, in my view, that's an outstanding niche to be in. There's a lot of people, as you know, searching for recipes and things like that. I know nothing about vegan and gluten-free. Somebody like Dan, who's talked, and even, Gary here, have talked openly about the fact that they have to be gluten-free. That kind of content for them, I mean, that is a niche that would do very well. We could say Karate Kid, I guess, is a Halloween movie. There is some Halloween costumes there. So maybe. Infinity War was about a single dad correcting the universe with his rock collection. See, I wish I got the references, but I don't. Debating if I want to do StreamYard or IG to build an audience. So you're talking between YouTube or IG? I mean, my personal opinion on that is always going to be, when it comes to live streaming, I think YouTube has more of a reach, because as you're uploading content and building a YouTube audience, then some of those, not all of them, because not a lot of people, or not, a big portion of your audience is necessarily going to watch a live stream. And that's true for every creator. But, I don't know. We can talk about, what are your pros and cons on that. But, personally, I never considered making IG my main live streaming platform. I need to go live on IG more than I do, and I need to go live on TikTok now that I can do it again on this account. But yeah. Thanos was right. Hey, what's up, Becky? Good to see you. All right, well, tell you what, it's 8:05. Why don't we jump into this or that for a few minutes? Jump into that for a few minutes. Lethal Weapon 1 and 2 are Christmas movies, had to be said. I don't remember necessarily. This is terrible. I don't watch enough movies. I watched those a long time ago, but as far as relating that to Christmas, I can't not smartly say yes or no if I have an opinion on that. It's been too long since I've seen them. There we go. All right, so let's do some this or that for a few minutes if you guys want to. I'll tell you what, give me a thumbs up if you guys want to do this or that. If you want to skip it, let me know that too. I'm actually debating between doing that on Fridays only or keeping it Monday and Friday. So if you guys want to do it, give me a thumbs up. Let me know for sure. Totally your call. We'll see what you guys want to do. Yes, the first one for sure. Mo, what is up, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Saw your post today about getting back into content and all that with, Jennifer doing better. So I'm glad things are doing better, man. I'm glad she's feeling better. All right, looks like nobody said no yet, so we'll do it for a little bit. I just want to make sure that you guys enjoy doing that, because it is a fun thing to do at the end of the stream, but I don't want to overdo it. So awesome. All right, so we'll do it. All right, so this or that is, I use Poddex. If you're not familiar with Poddex, I do follow them on Instagram. They are on Instagram at Poddex. It's basically cards and an app that have different questions. They have a whole bunch of different types of decks. So we will do that if I can find the right button. All right, so these are simple questions that the app's going to choose. If there's sometimes you come across a question that may be controversial, I'll just kind of skip it, but for the most part, they're not. So these are simple. Would you rather do this or do that? And then why? So first question, resume or recommendation, and why? Got bounced, but you're back. No worries, man. Appreciate you coming back. All right, so resume or recommendation, and why? Santa Dad says recommendation. Yeah, I'll just tell you, I'm a recommendation person. I'm working on my resume. Well, I'm done with it, but most people know that we're in the process of planning for a move. So the job that I'm in is remote, but I can't move from where I'm at and stay remote. It's a whole thing, but so resumes are still a thing, but I think recommendations are more valuable. When I am hiring somebody to do work on my house or something, I always do that by recommendation. So I know plenty of people with great resumes that you work with them and ain't that great. So that's mine. Yeah, recommendation is my choice. So recommendation. Yeah, I want to talk to somebody that knows you, and I want to talk to you myself. Yeah, recommendation. Recommendation over resume. However, resume provides more information that may be needed. Yeah, for sure. Right there, easy to see. Yeah, recommendation. Recommendation carries more weight. Yeah. The end of part 1 and the beginning of part 2 have Christmas trees. Cali, so no snow. Well, there you go. They have Christmas trees. I'm down for it. Recommendation. Recommendation, rather hear what a previous employer has to say as opposed to reading something on a piece of paper. Yes. Hello, Elo. Dr. Elo, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. We're just doing some this or that with Poddex. I know you love Poddex also, so that's what we're doing right now. But good to see you, man. All right, so that's that one. All right, I guess if you had to choose one of these, motion sickness or vertigo, and why? So I believe vertigo is more of a chronic dizziness type condition, I believe. Motion sickness, you would get sick every time you got into a car or on a boat or on a plane or whatever. So which one you choosing? If you have to choose one of those, what are you going with? Neither. Hey, you got to choose one, Dan. Which one you going with, man? I don't make the rules. All right, Jay says resume. Some bosses are shady. Yeah. All right, vertigo. Dr. Elo says resume for traditional work application, recommendation for LinkedIn. There you go. Motion sickness. I can stop doing whatever's causing the problem. I don't know why I'm getting a message popping up about OneDrive. You better not try to restart. All right, motion sickness. Losing balance from dizziness is awful. Yeah, vertigo because you can sit down and be fine. Yeah, both can make you sick. Yeah. Yep. Motion sickness, I can only lay down. Vertigo. So there you go. So Scott and Becky, who live in the same house, they're each going one for the other. So Scott's going vertigo, Becky's going motion sickness. You guys are going to be a mess. Vertigo, vertigo, vertigo. Motion sickness, I'm a sailor. Yeah. So is that something you deal with, Elo? Is motion sickness, do you have to deal with that? Or does that bother you, I guess? You're probably used to it by now. My answer is going to be... Either way is terrible. I'm going to go motion sickness because I'll have a little more control over the times that cause the conditions. So I'll go motion sickness. Yeah, y'all are gonna be a mess. I already get random dizzy spells. Not a fan of motion sickness. Jay says motion sickness. Yeah, I think I like to think I'd have. Excuse me. I like to think I'd have a little more control over motion sickness. So we're gonna go there. Let me get some water real quick. All right, there we go. There are C6 sailors. Luckily, you don't feel much on aircraft carriers. Ken, is that what you did? Were you on aircraft carriers? We're sitting next to each other on separate recliners, watching you on the big screen and commenting on our phones. I've made it. I'm on the big screen. Appreciate y'all for watching and hanging out. This is always... You guys know how much I love live streaming and chat with you guys, so this is awesome. All right, let's do... All right, well, I already know how Mel's going to answer this one, but if you had to choose extra sleep or extra time, which one are you going with and why? 5 deployments, there you go. I mean, I was in the Army. I didn't have to deal with necessarily, stuff like that, but I work with somebody that was on a submarine when they were in the Navy, so I've heard stories from him about being on sub duty. I don't think I'd want any part of that either. No, I wasn't. Was I getting motion sickness? No, my throat just got really dry all of a sudden. It's been kind of drying anyway, but yeah, I got really dry and kind of locked up for a second. So there you go. All right, Ellie says extra time, extra time. No, don't get anything. Okay. Dan B says sleep, extra time, extra sleep, extra time, extra time. I knew this would be Mel's answer, extra sleep. So I'm pretty sure she's going to bed early tonight. I'm staying up. I got a lot of work to do after this, so it'll be another 2 a.m. night for me. I got some labels to do and some things to work on. But yeah, extra sleep. She needs more sleep than I do. I'm good. My answer here, just for the record, is extra time. I can get by on, if I get 6 hours of sleep, I'm good. So extra sleep because I don't get enough now. Every moment is precious. Sleep those little slices of death. Oh, how I loathe them. Yeah, I mean, I do like sleep, but I have to, I need the time. And yeah, Santa Dad extra time. I think him and I work pretty much the same kind of hours. So yeah, so tonight I have to work on a couple of labels and then taxes, QuickBooks. Ugh. That's enough to put me to sleep, but it's got to be done. I'll be around. I've got a game that doesn't even start tonight until 11:30. What game is that? Is that something that's, I'm guessing West Coast? All right, we'll do one more. All right. Sense of humor or sense of style, and why? Sense of humor, sense of style, and why? I'll answer this one quickly. I wear sweatpants and hoodies to work. Right here is where I work. I work from home, so I am a sweatpants, hoodies kind of guy. To me, I think that's great style. I'm good with it. But I'll go sense of humor because for me, I think it's better to, be able to laugh with somebody and have great conversation and just have that sense of humor than I don't necessarily care what somebody's wearing or what they look like. So I'm going sense of humor. West Coast College. I figured something West Coast, yeah. So humor. Sense of humor, funny travels. Haven't worn shoes to work in 3 years. There you go. I'm guessing being down on the island down there, sandals or flip-flops. That's awesome. Sense of humor. Humor can never have enough laughs. Absolutely true. Humor, I'm old and married style, doesn't matter. Sense of humor, styles keep changing, yes. Sense of humor, I'd rather be funny than a fashionista. I agree, Jay. I agree 100%. I don't know if matter of fact, I know I haven't. So obviously Jay and I, we met on TikTok. But every TikTok that I've ever done has been in a hoodie. That's just how it goes. Every YouTube video, I'm in a hoodie. That's just what I wear. I think I probably have too many hoodies, but that's all that I wear. Fashionably funny. See, Gary, you're trying to skirt the rules a little bit. Yeah, but I go barefoot in the classroom, kind of normal here. Okay, that's awesome. Humor. Yeah. All right. So, hey, this has been a great night, a great chat. As always, if you guys have any questions, anything I can do for you, don't be afraid to reach out. You guys can reach me. My website, kenthecontentcoach.com. Email ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. Across all social media. Those links are in the description of this video and every video on my YouTube channel. So always check that out. If you need anything, reach out in any one of those ways. And also the Facebook group. We have the creator community group, the Creators Lounge on Facebook. Those links are in the description also. And so if you want to check that out, check out the Facebook group. And of course, we'll be back here Friday night at 9 p.m. for Just Stream With Me. Just Stream With Me. New creators can go live, get their feet wet doing it for the first time, get comfortable live streaming. YouTube channel reviews and content creation Q&A. Friday night's kind of a wide open. I don't show up with a topic. It's more of a hangout, have fun. Again, this past Friday, I don't even think we talked. There may have been a few content creation questions, but for the most part, the night was just hanging out, having a good time. So it was a great one to have. Yeah. Yeah. Yours too. Yeah. Yeah. We're about to get out of here. Only hoods. Yes. I do have some Dixons in the closet. I wear a Dixon when I do need to dress up. Matter of fact, I have to go to the office tomorrow for a few. Who am I kidding? I'm still wearing a hoodie. Check your DM. When I get a DM from you on IG, I'll know it's time to sing on TikTok. So, but I'll check my text messages because maybe you sent me a text. I don't know. All right, you guys. I appreciate the chat. Again, if I can do anything for you, reach out. Always here. Appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate it, man. And looking forward to getting to know you, man. Appreciate it. So, always, I say it every time. If I can do anything for you guys, definitely reach out. If I'm awake and I'm able to get to my phone, I will answer. So reach out if I can do anything for you. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Be that positive light for somebody. Somebody needs that. Go be that for them. Just hit record. See you guys on Friday. Have a great week, everybody.